Hello, YouTube. I'm here on our dog walk. I took a little break yesterday. It was really, really cold, and I'm just coming off a little cold bug. So I decided to just take me a break and feel better and wait till the weather was better. But I've been watching a lot of things on Facebook. So all these dogs, they have to be surrendered. All these dogs, they have no homes. And about don't breed. And honestly, I think I have to take the side of let's stop breeding. It's just like when you keep having kids, but you can't afford any of them. In this world we live in, honestly, the sad part about our world, the sad part about our world in general is that we have animals that don't have, we don't have enough animals for people. Chong, something bit my face. Ow. Ugh. Anyways, we got more animals that need homes, and we keep getting more, just keep getting more cats and dogs without homes. It doesn't make sense to me. And with the housing situation, because of COVID, I think the government's trying to get back all of its money. And honestly, Chong, stop. 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 Honestly, I think that the government's trying to get back its money from COVID. I mean, my rent is $1,040 for 2 bedroom. And a lot of places they won't accept dogs, and you got to pay for them to be an emotional support animal. And the world doesn't care. They don't care if these animals die or anything. They don't care if the people die. And I get they want their money, but like I've always said, you cannot die with your money. And you honestly can't. So I'm just here to say, if you can't die with all your money, maybe there should be less dogs being bred. I mean, if they're going to literally destroy all the pit bulls because they don't like them, the government, and they're going to put stipulations on things, maybe they should stop breeding pit bulls and maybe just try to get those to proper owners. There's enough pit bulls out there to go around. Because in the UK, they euthanized, I think it was close to 100,000 dogs. And they euthanize them because they're not being adapted in the shelters. But breeders are still going on and breeding more and more dogs. And it's really sad. Come on, Chong. It's the saddest stuff I ever heard. It really is. And I don't understand it. And the government doesn't want to give you money or opportunities for your kids to go to school, to do the right thing. And then we have all this fentanyl stuff going on. And maybe the world doesn't want people and they don't want animals in it. We don't do anything to try to help anything with the situation, and it's a sad state of affairs. I've never seen it this bad in all my years. it just it's it's just I don't even know what to say about it. I don't have words. Pretty soon people are going to be just put down because it's too much for them. I guess that you can't put down a person, but you can put them in jail or let them starve to death or let them go homeless. So I guess that's the euthanization of people. That's how they euthanize them. They just hope they'll die of something so they don't have to murder them. Who's held accountable? I mean, that's really the bottom line is who is accountable for all this horrible stuff in the world? You got people getting millions and billions of dollars that don't care about anything, and people suffer. And I just find it terrible. I find it a terrible world to live in when you just can't have a little joy in your family. I get COVID's gone, but meat, the price of meat goes up. They're just, and then they say pit bulls and all this are bad dogs and all that, so they're just destroying dogs, but yet breeding still goes on. We don't have enough housing or jobs for people, and we got a drug crisis. And then on top of that, they don't care about the homeless situation, and people are dying in homelessness. I just don't understand the world. I don't understand the practices and the bad humanity going on. Does the rich people want everybody to be dead? Is that the point? I mean, to me, it seems like maybe they want people to be dead. Maybe they don't want any wildlife. Maybe they just, maybe it'd be better if they all were dead so everybody else could have some money. If not, I don't something has to happen. The balance has to tip. I don't know how. I really don't. Then I talk to some people and they tell me that we're heading for another civil war between the rich and the poor. I hear that all the time. I hear that from really smart people that, like, he's watching some kid with these RV cars. But I hear all the time about the Civil War and stuff like that. I mean, where does greed get people? I don't understand when you gotta watch innocent suffer. I don't. I mean, all through history, people watch the innocent suffer and die, and people think it's okay. And then people wonder if there's a God or isn't a God. I mean, putting all that aside, I just think it's awful. I think it's an awful thing for people to have to live through, not having any humanity, and to watch families starve, and people to get untreated from diseases and infections and die of things that they shouldn't be dying of. And why? Because the government doesn't want. Why can't these governments just say, we just want you to die and go about their business? Why lie about it? If they want to sit there and be the most powerful, let them, if we're all dead, they could be alone in it. I mean, I don't understand. It really disturbs me. Sometimes I don't think that we're ever gonna get where we need to be in the world. And that does make me sad. But I mean, this whole issue goes deep. People they're killing dogs, killing people. Do they want no life on the planet? Is that what needs? Is that what they're trying to do? People that allow these drugs and stuff to come through, it's sad. All right, Chong, let's go this way. Come on. But I don't know the answers, but I really think they want their money back, and they never really wanted to help any of us through COVID. I really do. I think that no one wanted to help no one. And they're hiking the prices of everything up, and everybody, it's just like the old caste system. Just because you have money, you're supposed to be better looking and better people. And that's the thing. Are we really better than one another? I don't think I'm better than anybody. I never have, and I never will. Because honestly, it is what it is, but I don't think I'm better than you and or me or anybody. We're all the same. We all gonna die. We all gonna live. Just because you have a lot of money, your family's just gonna take it all and probably doesn't even care if you live or die. I mean, all you rich people out there that wanna destroy these animals and destroy people's lives, that's where it's headed. And I hope karma does get you. And watching all these dogs die and all these people suffer, I hope you do get yours one day. Watching these families suffer, whoever's responsible for all this just has to be held accountable. Because it's not right. None of it is right. And people tell me that's life, but life does not have to be this way. I'm literally pretty sure life does not have to be this way at all. I'm trying to get across the street. I don't know if that's a mosquito or what. Something bit my face. But yeah, I just been watching all this stuff and all these sad stories about these awful people, what they're doing to these animals. And then they have a lot of other people on Facebook that make a lot of sense. Why breed animals if we don't have homes for them? I mean, my dog's a rescue. I don't care if he's not a purebred. I wouldn't care if he was or wasn't. And maybe, if everybody had more attitudes like that, the world would be better. It's very sad to me that we have come to these kind of events. And I don't know, maybe that's why I make these kind of channels, to bring awareness. I don't want a civil war. I don't think it would do anybody good, but at that point when nobody has nothing and a civil war does happen, it's going to be bad. It's going to be even more death. Because people are just going to be angry and they're going to want to die for what is right. And there's going to be a bunch of people dying for what is right. And it's going to be real sad. It really is. And I hope it doesn't happen. But I don't see how we could avoid it. Because people that have money feel like, especially like mega rich. I'm not talking about people that have a good amount of money. I'm talking about millions. A lot of people that have millions of dollars think they're better and think people below them are scum. This is how they perceive things. A lot of business people do. At my job, they're like this. They don't want to give people anything. Chong, get out of their front yard. But this is what they do. And and even though this guy has millions of dollars, he has to get the cheapest estimate. He don't want to give no one raises. He don't want to do this. And then the innocent suffer at these nursing homes. And it's sad. And then outside the nursing homes, the dogs suffer. And for what? For somebody to have a show dog? I don't understand why all this negativity and why it has to be this way. I mean, I hope one day to have a better tomorrow, but I guess maybe people are right. Maybe there is going to be a civil war. Come on, Chong. Chong, this is their front yard. I know you like that tree, but it's in the front yard. But I don't know. I hope there's not a worldwide civil war over this, but the problem's spreading everywhere. Greed is spreading literally everywhere. And the poor are rising in large amounts and the rich are in smaller amounts. And the poor have no money at all to live. They have to watch their children die because they don't get life-saving medicines. They don't have adequate homes for their children. So they get their kids taken away. They go to foster care. Then they get out of foster care. And there was a study that was done. When you take away people from their kids, they get depressed and they go on drugs. So then they can't get their kids back. Then those kids didn't have a proper upbringing, then they go on drugs. And it's literally nonstop. It's a nonstop process. So pretty soon there's going to be no military because you can't have people on heroin and stuff in the military. You just can't. I don't understand. I mean, honestly, if everybody's died around you and all you have is 20 people with all the money, does money really matter? Because after that, you're just competing with 20 people and eventually you're going to die and those 20 people around you, and that's going to be it. It's the humanity in the world that's dying. Come on, Chong, this way. And I just don't understand this humanity, how it's dying off. And it doesn't really have to be this way. Come on, move it this way. Hello. But yeah, I mean, I see things, I observe things through social media, and none of it's good. None of it's good. It's going for a bad cycle. If you believe in God or whatever you believe in. All right, Chong, we're not going by the dead squirrel. I'm not taping it either. R.I.P. Mr. Squirrel. He's very excited the weather's nice. But I'm not going to candy coat things. When I see things for what they are, it is what they are. And what it is what they are is rich are pretending that everything's okay. And people are getting sucked into just everything. And people are just feeding into things. Just like this whole thing about if you own a house. You never own the land, you're paying taxes on it, and the government owns the land. So Who's the greater evil? And do any of us really own the land? That's my thing. None of us own the earth. None of us own each other. You don't truly own your dog. You take care of your dog. I mean, I see things on Facebook where the dogs were abused so much that they literally urinate all over themselves because of a cruel person. And I don't understand how these things go on. I don't. We don't. Nobody just sees the bigger picture. Cruelty has to end. It really does. I don't know how it's going to, but it has to start somewhere. And I hope it doesn't start with a civil war. Because I'm telling you, hell is empty. All the devils are here. And this is true. I put that post out because it is absolutely true. And honestly, it's not going to be the poor that was on drugs that was, I don't know, if something horrible happened. It's going to be the people that made the situation happy. People that are in power have a responsibility. Not just because they want to just have fun and have bribes and have free sex and get sex slaves and do human trafficking and take people's money and murder people, which is what the government does. This is a squirrel attack. And this is why the government is a bad and good kind of entity. Sometimes the government could be good, but when they get corrupt, which is very easy, and people are unaware of things around them, government could be turned into a very bad thing. And this is absolutely true. It is. These world governments are getting very greedy. These corporations are getting very greedy. And the faster you get things, is the quicker it can be taken away. And don't feel sorry for someone that had a lot of money and lost it, because they lost it for a reason. They're being a greedy ass or something happened. And this is the God's honest truth. Because that's just karma coming around. Because honestly, sometimes I'm trying to tape the squirrel up here. I'm trying to get close enough to see him in camera. There he is. There's Mr. Squirrel. Hello, Mr. Squirrel. How are you? He's digging. I don't know if you guys can see this. There, he popped his head up. And Chong was doing this. All right, Chong. No, Chong. Chong. No. Thank God I am strong. Alright, I think he's gone, Chong. Oh, God. I'd like to know what the hell bit my face. But yeah, I've been seeing all these things, and I've been seeing these posts on Facebook with, there was that earthquake, and a lot of people died. I've been seeing these posts of the war posts where they show people that have died. And war is ugly, and I know we go through it, but it would be nice if we didn't have to, but if war is inevitable, I guess war is inevitable. But not really. You don't think it's inevitable? I don't know. I keep hearing about the Civil War, especially here in America. Here in America, they're saying there's everyone I talk to said there's going to be a civil war, and I'm just honestly I'm tired of it all. I'm tired of all the bad things going on here because I really do want a peaceful place, but I don't know if America's ever going to be peaceful. It's really sad. And a lot of people are saying this is purgatory, and I'm willing to believe this is purgatory at this point because there's just so much suffering that goes on, and it just kind of makes me angry because it doesn't even have to be that way. So I don't know. I'm just hoping things get better. I really do. I'm hoping this drug situation kind of resolves itself. There's good people out there dying, getting hooked on fentanyl, and I don't know all the answers. There's a lot of bigger YouTubers that's doing a lot of things on it. I hope it comes to somewhat of a close one day, but I don't know if it ever will. I mean, I stay far away from these things, but my thing is how many people have to die before something is going to be done. It makes me sad. And it really does. These poor animals make me sad. The whole just watching the children suffer, the people suffer. Maybe it's me having too much of a compassionate heart, but I do try. I really do. Chong, come on. But I'm hoping civil war doesn't come to us, but there is a lot of nasty corporate people that are not being good to the world. And this human trafficking has bothered me for a long time. That needs to stop. It's the new slavery. There's all those posts on Facebook too. People that survive human trafficking. And if it's true or it's not true, it's sad. There's little kids being taken in this human trafficking, everything. I thought slavery was done. Now they don't care what you are, what color you are, whatever. They don't care what gender you are. They just take you. And it's terrible. Come on, Chong. You're not eating whatever that is. Come on. We got food in the house. Chong. Chongy. Alright, well, me and Chong are going to end up going inside, and I'm going to get out of my work clothes, and I'm going to do a stream inside now that he's done his business and been to the park and peed about 10 times. I'll get a little relief where he's not going to want me to do a bunch of stuff. And thank you for coming in the conversation, Master of Voice. I like that. I think that is a really cool thing. I mean, I got Chong the dog, but Master of Voice is even cooler. So, Master of Voice, I hope to see you and maybe follow me, because I got a lot of questions about humanity and stuff that I'd like to get double checked. So I hope you join me in a little bit. And I really appreciate all you guys for being on my stream. And I appreciate being here on YouTube. And we will be back, I promise. Today I'm feeling much better and I'm not feeling sick like yesterday. And I hope everybody comes back in a little bit. Hey, have a good day.